Well, there are growing questions tonight over what authorities and indeed the government knew about Rudakubana and opportunities possibly missed to stop him. It can now be reported that Rudakubana had been referred 3 times to the government's counter-extremism programme, Prevent. Here's our UK editor, Paul Brand.
Just a few years ago, he looked like an innocent child. Today, there is no mistaking him as a guilty murderer. How did Axel Rudakubana go from acting for children in need to acting out violence on fellow minors? We now know the CCTV we obtained of him pacing around in the run-up to his killings wasn't the first sign that he was dangerous, according to neighbours who didn't want to be named.
I recognised the purple lanyard of being a Lancashire County Council lanyard, one that would coincide with that a social worker would wear. We did see them outside the house, but they did not enter the house without a police escort. Axel just glared at you, didn't really make comment. If we knew he was a risk, why was there not an intervention put in place to prevent it?
It is a recurring question when you analyse his past. Born in Cardiff to Rwandan parents in 2006, in 2013 Rudakubana moved with his family to the village of Banks in Lancashire and later attended nearby Range High School, where he phoned Childline to say he was being racially bullied. In 2019 he was excluded from school over claims he was carrying a knife, with students telling us he also had a kill list. After being thrown out, he returned to the site and assaulted someone with a hockey stick. He then attended 2 specialist schools where teachers were said to be concerned about his behaviour. Between 2019 and 2021, Rudakubana was even referred to the Counter-Terrorism Prevent programme 3 times. And a week before carrying out his attack in Southport, he's understood to have booked a taxi back to his former school, but his father stopped him. Rudakubana's violence led to more during last summer's riots, inspired by misinformation about his motives. We may never know why he murdered, but now there are calls to reform the Prevent programme to catch potential killers who have no clear ideology.
What appears in this attack, but in attacks in other countries, that what we are seeing is sort of a mixed ideology or no ideology at all. And that really means we need to review the whole approach to Prevent and bring it really in line with other violence prevention programmes, because it's getting more and more difficult to make that distinction.
What was distinctive about Axel Rudakubana was his hunger for violence. Could he have been caught before he'd become a killer? Paul Brand, ITV News.